What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. This is the Monday Night Raw review video, and yeah, tonight's Monday Night Raw was very fantastically entertaining, and it seemed like a go-home edition of the show, like the Monday right before WrestleMania, rather than a random episode on the first Monday on March. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. And yeah, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start off talking about Cody Rhodes, like when he entered the ring. As soon as Monday Night Raw aired, aired on the screen. This is where he told the San Antonio crowd what they want to talk about. This is where he's like, I know what I want to talk about is The Rock this past Friday, with his response on my challenge I sent to him. And then this is where Cody Rhodes went off to talk about The Rock's decline of a one-on-one match and offer a tag team match. This is where fans are chanting Cody, 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 Cody. And then this is where, and he's like, yeah, like it's good, like not only it will be Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. It will be we will possibly see me and Rollins taking on the two members and possibly leaders of the Bloodline, also known as The Rock and Roman Reigns. Of course, this is where, and this, and then this is where he said, and this is where Cody Rhodes got to the point, and this is where he said like you may have denied my offer of accepting my challenge, but you basically when Cody saying but yeah, he simply upgraded into a better offer than he ever did, like into his challenge a week from this past Saturday at Elimination Chamber. And then is you like, how about we and then he said, I would gladly accept that challenge, which he basically said, when he said, do you want my answer? I know, I speak for myself when I say this, and I'll say, exceptionally, I'll give you an exceptionally, yes, I should say, yeah. And that exceptionally, I'm sorry, my throat was very weird. I was like, exceptionally, yes. And this is where he said, I couldn't help but notice that he also brought up my dog. And this is where Cody Rhodes is like, and first of all, don't ever talk about my dog, Rock, or if you ever do so again, or else I'm gonna, well, he didn't say no, nothing threatening, but I would say he's like, don't ever talk about my dog ever again, or else. That's what he basically said to the People's Champion. This is where we got and Cody Rhodes then continue on his promo. But yeah, this is where when Cody Rhodes mentioned his name again, this is where the fans start chanting, "Boo! Rocky sucks! Rocky sucks!" repeatedly with those Rocky sucks. And then he's like, he made that godforsaken 16-minute video on his Instagram page, and he immediately deleted it afterwards. And then he re-uploaded it into a director's cut version of that video, and then he continued also added more exclusive of his promo on Instagram on this past Friday on SmackDown. That's what Cody said, and that's where Cody Rhodes is like, and he called you fans Cody crybaby crackheads, and then he talked. And then this is where he continued to say, "It's like The Rock, ever closely, he spotted, he spotted that, spotted that, and then he what he said, of the conversation, it was." Which the fans were continuing to boo like if he was Dominic Mysterio. This is where Cody Rhodes like he eloquently spun that, and he changed the conversation. That's what he said, and he was in a whole new challenge, like the master politician that he is here in WWE. And he's like, and now I understand why everybody wants the run for office, Rock. You show the reason why about that, and this is where fans were continuing to chant their boos on about The Rock, because ever since he simply turned heel, or even before then when he nearly took Cody Rhodes' spot of having the biggest dream match that everybody wanted to see, but not now, when it comes to the Universal Championship. But anyway, this is where Cody Rhodes then continued to add. He's like, that was true what you said about that when it comes to the politics side of things. This is where Cody Rhodes you put. And he's like, and you pull, and he said, and you said on when you were pointed into my ear, when you said the people don't want the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, and the fans were like, that's a BS lie, basically, we do want Cody to win, face Roman Reigns again, and this time we want him to win, because if he doesn't win, what was the point of him re-winning the Royal Rumble? If he's not going to finish his story this year. It's already bad enough he didn't do it the previous year. But anyways, this is where fans are boo. Boo. This is a load of sugar honey iced tea, not the sweet, not the sweet refreshing kind. This is where Cody Rhodes is this is where. And then this is where Cody Rhodes then said, that had me thinking, saying, then the most peculiar thing that happened, you guys are changing something else that he completely said, the opposite what he just said. That's what he said. And that's where fans started chanting exactly what Cody was describing, which was the hashtag We Want Cody chants. And then this is where they were clapping while they were saying that. This is where Cody Rhodes had a big grin on his face. That's where Cody Rhodes then said, he also called y'all Cody Crybaby, which the fans did a long, I'll say a long 10-second boo, if he was talking about Dominic Mysterio, saying boo, saying boo and boo-er. And then this is where Cody Rhodes, and The Rock presented entirely have a different challenge, something that doesn't involve me and me against the bloodline, but one that involves also who's been described as my latest best friend, I guess you could say. And I think we're friends now, because we can all agree that we cannot stand the bloodline, and we just cannot stand the chance of the bloodline taking over full control of WWE if we cannot stop them. And that man is none other than the current world heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins. And the fans were cheering, yeah. And then once, 5 seconds after he brought his name up, guess who came out there with the huge, loud chant, the loud shout of "Burn it down!" With them playing this theme music, and then the fans were singing along. Whoa, Seth freaking any individual everywhere, when they're getting into business. Well, this but he was getting into their future tag team match business, and getting ready to answer The Rock's challenge that he gave both the American Nightmare and the Visionary. And this is where Seth Rollins then spoke, right after the fans finished their of singing Seth Rollins' song with him starting off saying San Antonio, Texas, and fans were like, "Yeah, Rollins!" And this is where Seth Rollins like "Welcome Monday Night Rollins," his typical catchphrase, until he. This is where he then spoke to Cody saying, "What are you thinking, my man?" And this is where Cody was like, "I honestly, what I've been thinking, you have been you offered to back my back against the bloodline, and you stood right next to me, like when I got slapped across the face with that inspired Will Smith slap by the People's Champ, and even for you having that bad knee, like you backed me up when you went face to face with the Brahma Bull at that press conference, and you said you were going to be there when we were going to move forward." And then The Rock have this incredibly twisted here, he made it think that I was not going to even make it to WrestleMania, let alone challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And then you point out the presentation on The Rock and Roman's family is better than all of our families. And then I decided to make an active back of my word. And this is my right that I won the Royal Rumble. I get to challenge Roman Reigns. That was who I picked even before I even won the second time of me winning the 30-man battle royal. And then Seth Rollins brought up the bloodline, saying that their families is better than any of the wrestling families in WWE in the current roster combined. Which Seth Rollins was gagging and nearly puking. I just can't stand to hear them saying all that stuff, that nauseating crap, I should say. But speaking of crap, like he came up with a nickname for The Rock because he couldn't help but understand that he's been giving them some very, I'll say very, 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 like horrendous nicknames, I should say. That's the best term to use. But anyway, there's so many names to describe what to call it, like in a bad name to describe these nicknames that they gave the Visionaries. So I'm trying to think of what's the best one to use. I should have already been and got this ready, but luckily I got the rest of the lines ready for the matches. But we're gonna get to that in just a minute. But yeah, this is where Cody Rhodes then also said, like, and you also have your match at WrestleMania, perhaps at night 2. Like, if the night 1 match is going to main event, like, involves them and the bloodline. But it's where, he said you're going to have Drew. You're going to have to face Drew right after you're going to face the Roman and The Rock with me. And he's like, so what I'm saying and what I want to say here and in person for all the world to see here in Texas, like Rock and Roman Reigns together, like two Mount Rushmore wrestlers, like, and together in their own rights. And like, I think you understand, like, you want to focus on Drew, like, and you're not going to be on board with having my back in the tag team match. Like, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Like, it's no pressure at all. This is where Seth Rollins then start thinking, like, being confused, even saying, like, what the hell are you even talking about, Cody? Like, I said what I said a couple weeks ago for a good reason. And this is where Seth Rollins is like, but I respect you for giving me that exact option, like, of choosing teaming with you, like, and doing double duties, or even just worrying about Drew McIntyre. But not to worry, I'll worry about Drew McIntyre after we take care of this bloodline problem. Like, I told Drew last week, like I told you, Coach, and I told the entire world here at WWE that there's some things bigger than us, like, and taking down the bloodline is the biggest thing that we can do here. And this is where fans are like, you damn right that is the biggest thing that you have to worry about, because if you don't, like, you're gonna have some we're going to have some even more bigger troubles. And it's like you said last week, there's only a matter of time they'll be going after the World Heavyweight Championship and all the championships and creative control in WWE if they don't stop them now, in storyline perspective, of course. But yeah, if they don't stop them while they can, they're going to be in huge trouble. Like, with the bloodline taking over everything, and there won't be no opportunities for the other wrestlers to get, like, with the bloodline hard up and taking every title in the roster on both Raw and SmackDown. But anyways,